Are cruise fares about to skyrocket? Let's talk about that. Hi, fellow cruisers. I'm Michelle. Cruise lover, travel agent, and someone who's been sailing the high seas for over 35 years. Welcome to Diaz on Deck Travel, your ticket to adventure. So, have you guys noticed that cruise prices seem to be creeping higher and higher? I mean, you see a really good cruise advertised for a really good fee, but then they hit you with these surprise costs at the end of the trip. So, what do you think is driving that? Let's talk about that. But first, grab your coffee or pina colada because we're going to take a deep dive. So let's talk about where we are right now in global economics. The cost of everything is up. You know, your food, your fuel, staffing costs, and in order for cruise lines to offer a appealing price, they have to pass on those costs, and they are passing them along to us. So in order for them to maintain their floating cities, with the inflation that's going on, you will see a noticeable difference in your cruise fare. It definitely doesn't look like it did 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, those pre-pandemic prices were amazing. But when people were not able to travel during the pandemic, they came back with a vengeance, and cruise lines are now filling up 1 to 2 years in advance, and they are sailing at full capacity. I call it revenge travel. But yes, they are making up for their lost time. So we have global economics, driving the prices up, and whatever happens in the economy, it's mirrored in how we travel. So there are a couple of things you can do that will help you to combat the feeling of some of these things. But first, let's talk about some of the fees. So we talked about fuel, supply chain issues, staffing issues. Let's also talk about port fees. I don't know if you remember, but a while back, Mexico wanted to implement a fee for every person who traveled on a cruise ship. Whether they got off the ship or not, you were going to pay that fee. And I think Royal Caribbean's answer to that was, well, they just made Perfect Day Mexico, and so they probably won't be stopping at other places in Mexico. But Hawaii is in the process of trying to implement a port fee for every cruiser, and those have already taken place in Alaska and Europe in some ports. So keep that in mind as to why cruise pricing is being affected. Also, don't forget, cruise lines are spending billions bringing new cruise ships out with new technology. So that is going to definitely impact the price of your cruise. Those things all come with a price tag. So you're probably wondering what this all means for you, the cruiser. Don't forget, great value is not gone just because we don't have those super, super inexpensive cruise fares anymore. But here's what some of my clients do, and something that you can do as well. 1, utilize your travel agent. We have group rates, we have access to better rates, sometimes even onboard credit, and sometimes even included things like Wi-Fi and excursions. And those are things that you won't see publicly advertised. Book early. Cruise lines will reward you for booking 1 to 2 years in advance, and sometimes they throw in their own perks just based on the fact that you've booked so early. Also, traveling in shoulder season. If you can travel in off season or shoulder season, your rates are going to be better, and your cruise lines will offer you some things for those time periods as well. Bundling smartly. Take advantage of those things where you've got Wi-Fi or drinks or anything else included that, just would appeal to you because of the simplicity and transparency of the cruise fare. Remember, when the economy shifts, so does the way we vacation. But something special about cruising is its predictable value. You get to unpack once, eat like royalty, see different parts of the world, usually for a lot less than a land-based vacation. So definitely keep that value in mind. So, looking into my magic crystal ball, which I don't have, These are my predictions. We're going to see prices stabilize in 2026 as new ships launch and capacity expands. I do think that there'll be more of an all-inclusive type cruise package, which will appeal again to people who like the transparency. They want to know everything they're getting and they don't want to be hit with any extra costs at the end. So what do you think? Have you noticed prices creeping up? Tell me in the comments below. I would love to know what you think. And also, what are you guys finding out there? Are you finding some really good deals? Please let me know. I would love to know what you're seeing. And if you found this information helpful, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, and share these videos with your favorite cruise buddies. Bye for now. And remember, I'll see you on deck.